Hey guys, it's Teresa. Thanks for joining me again on my channel. Today I want to show you guys how I made these Mr. and Mrs. pillows. The first thing I did is went into Word, and using the Word Art app on this, I just go ahead and choose the font that I want, and then I made my letters. I actually made these in the size 600, so they are pretty big, but you have to make them pretty large so that the letters show on the pillows, because remember, you're going to put these on pillowcases and not on paper. So once I have my letters, I go ahead and print them out, and you want to make sure that you print them in the landscape setting, and go ahead and just cut them out. I try to cut out my letters exact, but of course you can't get them exact because you don't want to cut into the black ink any. So go ahead and cut them out the best way you can. Now that I have all the letters cut out, I'm gonna just play around with them and see how I want the words to look on the pillow. And I kind of wanted to make sure that they looked a certain way because I've been wanting these pillows for a really long time, and I wanted it to be kind of cute. I have two pillowcases, and I got these from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put a towel down on my desk, and then I'm gonna get my iron ready. Once my iron is kind of hot, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the pillowcase down and get ready to put in my letters. I am measuring from the top of the pillowcase, and I'm coming down 6 inches, and I want to be exact, and I'm putting my letters inside of the pillowcase because the pillowcase is semi-transparent, and I'm going for sort of a silvery look, and I couldn't get that with any ink, so I decided to use some transparent pillowcases. But if you would rather have darker letters on your pillows, you could always do this following the same steps, but just print your letters out on landscape instead of flipping them horizontally. Once I have the letters in place, I want to make sure that they are centered, and these were not centered, so I moved them over a little bit and made sure that they were in the place that I wanted them to be exactly. And once I have them in place, I'm just going to take my hand and make sure that they don't move too much, and then flip the pillowcase over. You want to make sure that you iron onto the paper side of the paper and not onto the ink side of the paper. That's very important. I'm gonna iron over this a couple of times just to make sure that it is good and stuck onto my pillowcases. And once I've gotten the results that I want, I'm just going to pick it up and let this cool, and then I'm going to move on to the second pillowcase. With the second pillowcase, I'm following the exact same method that I did with the first one. I'm going to measure down 6 inches, making sure that it is centered. And the mark that I'm putting on this pillowcase is very, very light. And actually, I'm making sure that the letter is directly behind it, so you won't be able to see the mark even if it was a little deeper. But you want to make sure that you don't make any, heavy marks or anything like that. I'm using my hands to flip this over, making sure that the letters stay in the general order that they were already in. And then I'm going to just go ahead and iron these the same way I did the other ones, with the paper side up. Once I'm done ironing, I'm going to let these cool for about 30 minutes. You want to make sure that they cool completely. Here they are cooled, and I'm flipping the pillowcase inside out, and I'm going to start to peel the paper off of the ink very slowly, making sure that it's not pulling up any of the ink from the pillowcase. And this is the color that I would get if I'd done this directly on the front of the pillowcase. And here are my results. I'm doing the same thing with my Mr. pillowcase. And then I'm going to just put a pillow into the pillowcases. Now, I struggled a little bit with this pillow. It is pretty big, but I wanted one that would fill in the corners of the pillowcases. Once I had it all in, I'm going to go ahead and take the tail of the pillow and fold it into itself, almost like an envelope, and you just want to push it in and smooth everything out. And it makes sort of a pouch. I'm following the same step with my second pillow. Just fold those ends into itself. Make sure everything is smoothed out. Once you have everything smoothed out correctly, it should look like this. And here are the final results. Thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.